Gundam Evolution is the best first-person shooting game that I have ever played, and it isn't even released yet. Not too long ago, there was a closed network test for this game, and it only lasted a couple of days. Let me tell you, those were some of the best fucking couple of days I have ever had in such a long time. As somebody that is a huge fan of FPS games, and anime, especially Gundam, I couldn't believe that Bandai went out of its way from their generic fighting game development schedule to try something new and take a risk. Well, it really paid off for them. So much so that now I find myself even more excited for the full release of Gundam Evolution than I am for games such as Overwatch 2. And that is coming from somebody that has spent thousands of hours in Overwatch 1. So, what is Gundam Evolution? Well, it is a 6v6 competitive multiplayer FPS class-based game. You get to choose from several Gundams to pilot from across the Gundam timelines, and each one of them has some pretty great core mechanics. The gameplay itself is extremely fast-paced, thanks to things such as their dash system, which lets you speed around the map and your opponents, which offers exciting outplay potential, especially when engaging in some intense 1v1 duels. Unlike in other hero shooters such as Overwatch, they don't divide the Gundams into roles, such as tanks, DPS, and supports. Every unit can deal damage, and a lot of them also have tanking and support abilities in their kits. You find it more along the lines of Gundam having the capabilities of multiple roles rather than having Gundam specialize in one specific role, which makes the game way more fun, and I really wish other games would try this approach. Now, I may come across a little bit biased because at my heart, I really am a huge Gundam fan. I, like many others, grew up watching G and Wing on Toonami when I was younger, and I've been watching several other Gundam series as they were released throughout the years. Now, while being a Gundam fan does make this game that much better for me, I can safely say, even if you are not a fan of Gundam or of anime in general, that this FPS game is still amazing. I have played this game with several different friends, all of which don't like Gundam, don't know anything about Gundam, some of them don't even like anime, and yet each one of them loved playing and grinding this game. One of my favorite aspects of the network test is that the only game mode that you could even play was a ranked ladder, and every so often the Gundam Evolution website would even post the top 100 ranked players. This gave my friends and I a ton of motivation to grind and play this game, and it really gave me a sense of motivation that I haven't felt for other games in forever. At its core, this game is going to be free to play on Steam and even on consoles, so there is no reason for you guys to not go out there and give it a try. From what we've seen so far, it looks like you start out with a core group of units for free, and you will have to earn some type of currency to unlock the other Gundams, similar to games such as Paladins or Apex Legends. While I'm not a huge fan of this system, and I would much rather prefer the Overwatch model of just buying the game and having everything unlocked, I think it's a decent enough system to have, and Apex Legends is able to sustain that model pretty well. Apex Legends is able to continue doing it successfully, I think partly because of their battle passes, which add a lot of cool skins for the weapons and the characters. As we saw in the network test, Gundam Evolution will be having battle passes, and I think the potential for cool looking skins in this game is very much there. They could even make it have entirely different Gundam suits as skins. For example, I think it would be really cool if the GM Sniper could have a skin where the Gundam changes entirely into the famous sniper Lock-on Stratos' Gundam GN006 Karadine. All around, as long as Gundam Evolution continues a steady flow of ranked seasons, cool battle passes, and new Gundam units to play, I think this game will be something I don't just spend hundreds of hours into, but thousands. I think the potential is really there, and honestly, I'd rather sit and grind this game more than any other game out there, especially since from what I've played of the Overwatch 2 beta, it's better. The Overwatch 2 beta just did not live up to the hype for me. My overall first impressions and review of this game from the few days that we've had it This game is high 9s. I have a lot of high expectations for this game. At the moment, I'm giving it a 9.6. Anyways, guys, that's all for now. Please leave a like and a sub. Thank you so much for watching, but I gotta go rewatch some Gundam now. See ya.